Good day. It has been a long time since I did a video. I have bought a lot of stuff, and to be able to show everything, I have not done as much research as I used to. But first up we have the Ultimate Incantation by Vader tape. Clear tape. This is an original from 1992. I picked this one up for very cheap, and this is Vader's debut full length, very thrashy and very good death metal. It might have been autographed or something, I don't know, but Vader, great band, released in '92 through Earache. Check this one out if you haven't heard it. Next up we have The Awakening by Merciless. Merciless is a very thrashy death metal band from Sweden, Strängnäs in Södermanland, formed in '86, and they were the first band Euronymous from Mayhem signed to his Death Like Silence records, but this is a Floga Records 2021 repress, and The Awakening, it's just it's not even 30 minutes in length. It's very intense, sounds a lot like Pleasure to Kill. It was released in 1990, and it's a black tape. You have the lyrics and stuff. Floga does an excellent job on their represses. So if you like Creator's Pleasure to Kill or some early death thrash, check out Merciless The Awakening if you have not. Next we have a 2021 release. This is Diabol Diabolizer with the Calcetonian Death. It's a Turkish death metal band, and they were formed in 2012, and this is their first full length, I think, released through Everlasting Spew Records. It's very intense death metal, a little bit like I don't know, maybe Hate Eternal, but better. Very good, and the members are they play in Hyperdontia, Engulfed, and Burial Invocation. So it's a very they have a lot of experience, and it's very good. Diabolizer, Calcetonian Death. We have some CDs. This is Of Sleep and Death by the band Transylvania, formed in 2014 in Austria, and this is a black thrash band, and Of Sleep and Death is their second full length. It's very good. It's a little bit too long. I think it's over 50 minutes in length, but it's very solid, very good, but a little bit too long. But if you like black and thrash, check out Of Sleep and Death by Transylvania, released by Invictus Productions earlier this year. Next we have Grave Miasma's Abyss of Wrathful Deities, released earlier this year through Sepulchre Voice Records. And Grave Miasma are from London in the UK, and they were formed back in 2006, and this is their second full length, and it's very, very good, dark death metal in the vein of Dead Congregation, Incantation, and that kind of stuff. Very good production, organic sounding. So check out Abyss of Wrathful Deities by Grave Miasma if you like some dark, black and death metal from 2021. Next we have Resurgence by Massacre. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have heard From Beyond a long time ago, but their other stuff I have no real take on. But Cam Lee is joined by Roger Johansson, and they collaborated in the band Bone Gnawer, and that their debut tape, it was excellent, and this sounds a lot like that, very riff heavy, thrashy death metal, and this was released by Nuclear Blast earlier this year, and this is one of my favorite death metal releases this year. It's quite simple, H.P. Lovecraft themed death metal, nothing more, nothing less. Excellent riffing, great vocals by Cam Lee. So check out Resurgence by Massacre if you haven't checked it out. Next, some black thrash speed metal. This is Hellripper, Coagulate in Darkness, the band's first full length. I really like their the Affair and the Poisons from last year. It was in my top 10, and this sounds a lot similar. It's very similar in style. Maybe a little more Kill 'Em All Metallica in this one, but it's very good, and a lot of people have already shown this. I was very late to the party. The first time I heard of the band was late last year, I think, but very good. Hellripper. You get a lyric insert with a goat. And the record is only on black vinyl. Next we have some Morbid Angel. This is Altars of Madness, their debut full length, and the Blessed Are the Sick was one of the first death metal records I ever bought. I bought it on CD, but I didn't quite like it. I had a very hard time to getting into it. But I have bought their other stuff, earlier stuff. It's good, but not great. But finally picked up this one. This is the Earache fully dynamic range repress, and this is excellent. Very good stuff. A lot better than everything else they have done, in my opinion. Very thrashy death metal. I like the when before it turned out all death metal, all the bands in the beginning, Melbourne Creation, Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, when they still had their thrash roots, that's the stuff. And this is a gatefold. You have a picture of the band members and track listing, and a lyric sheet. And the record is only on black vinyl.
Your God is dead. Your God is dead. The flesh, prayers of life. Behold, Satan's rise. Curse the priest. The evil church.
Next up, we have a band from Chile. This is Demoniac, and the record called So It Goes. It was released last year, but Edge Circle Productions released the vinyl edition in January of this year. And this is blackened thrash metal with clarinet solos. Very unexpected, but it works great. And it only contains 5 tracks, but the B-side contains the title track. It's over 15 minutes in length. Very good production, and very entertaining stuff. So check out Demoniac, So It Goes, if you want some blackened thrash metal with clarinet solos. You get printed inner sleeve with the band members on one side. No, it's not a printed inner sleeve. It's it's a printed inner sleeve. Lyrics on the other side. The record is, it's on black wax. Next up, we have this one. This is the Bust of Beelzebub by the band Phantom Fire, released earlier this year through Edge Circle Productions. And this is their debut full length. I think they formed just last year. But this contains only 7 tracks, and it's not even 30 minutes in length. There are some blackened thrash heavy metal tracks, and there's some acoustic stuff. It's a little bit it's sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not that great. I don't know. I did it, but they could have skipped. I don't remember what track. But one of the tracks are not doing it for me. Maybe they should have released an EP instead. But the other stuff is very good. The record is looks like this. It's transparent a little bit. I don't know, Bernstein printed inner sleeve, and this vinyl was shipped in that one, which it shouldn't have been because it's destroyed. Pro tip: don't ship with the record in an inner sleeve. And finally we have Wildfire by Destroy 666. As I said when I bought, I showed Defiance, I think. Cold Steel for an Iron Age is one of my favorite records of all time, and Defiance took 7 years to be put out, and that was a very letdown. Now I think it's okay, but it's the worst Destroy 666. However, Wildfire, that came out 5 years ago, is very, very good. Not as good as Cold Steel or Phoenix Rising or Unchained the Wolves, but a lot better than Defiance, and it's very good, especially the track Traitor and the Tile to Track. Very good stuff. And this version is some kind of what did it say? It's the 6th repress or something, and it's very cool. It's you can't see it, but you can feel that the horse and stuff are embossed. Very good. And you get printed inner sleeve with lyrics. So that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.